Hello. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the AM session, but primarily I'm going to focus on the PM session for the YouTube. I have given the draw on my Discord if you know. Yeah. Thank you very much guys for joining this live stream. So what we are looking for this low, and it is also the yesterday's AM session low plus the previous day low. Yeah, it is late, but market is already doing what it has to do. We had a stop run over here after that 12 o'clock, and this is where the new session is going to start. 13:30. I'm going to see how the PM session live stream is going to be, and if I see the results, then only I am going to do the continue. Otherwise, we will be on AM session only. So price should target this low, okay, and most likely we are creating the fair value gap also, the bearish fair value gap. So if we have a continuation to the downside, we're going to look for this as a draw on liquidity, okay. Once we have a closure, then this is what I will look for, like this setup. I took a one long in AM session, and it was the good long, but I did not hold the trade for a long time because I was just focusing on a 1 RR. This was my setup for the AM session. Yeah, it was like this. Even though the price was really good for the AM session, and we have taken out this buy side liquidity, and we have this continuation model again till this high, and after taking out this high, everything becomes the low probability. And also in the RTH, we have taken out this buy side liquidity, and also the draw I have given in RTH, we have took this high also. See, after tapping out this high, we got the reaction. We're taken out this low, so we have a market structure shift. We again have a stop run after the 10:30. We have a continuation to downside. We have formed the equal lows over here, and this equal lows. It was the good continuation setup after the 10:30. Hello Dave. Hello, what's up? Hello Dev, hello. Yeah, he trade before 9:30. I don't know what setup he has took, but most likely he will take out this sale and target this equal lows or the Asia low. I did not saw what he took, but yeah, this will be the setup if he was taking out this sell. The level we are looking for the previously low, okay, and it is almost over here. This is the 3 days look back liquidity. Like Tuesday is the first day, second day was this low. Yeah, let's see if we create any fair value gap or not on a 15 minutes. So it is going to be the internal to external setup. Once we flip the fair value gap, then it can be the high probability setup after running the stop run. Mm. Let me check the gold. It was the GC, right? GC 15 minute. Okay, we finally getting a reaction. If you ask me about the gold, okay, this was the range and we trade to the premium. We finally pushing to the downside, so you can look for this as a draw on liquidity for the higher time frame, and you can also look for this low as an higher time frame draw on liquidity, and this is all the failure swings on a 15 minute right now. Okay, you can hold the trade till 4,687. Yeah, this Asia liquidity, you can look for the Asia liquidity also. And let me check out the regular trading hour. So we have taken out the equal lows already, but you can still look for this inefficiency. So market can reach for the 4,708 for the gold. Gold was also having the interesting price action today. We have the big fair value gap over here, okay, and this equal lows as on target. Hello future Greg. I'm doing it from the personal reason, okay. I'm not able to focus on an AM session because most of my accounts I'm trading in only in AM session and going with a $300 risk. But today also I have a good profit, and also on a Friday I was having a good profit. So I'm just trying, like let's say how my performance is going to be on a AM session. In a PM session I'm going to do the tape reading, and if I find out a good opportunity, then only I will trade. Yeah, but this is what I'm thinking right now. But in future surely I will do the AM session again. But for you guys, I have kept my word, like every day I'm going to do the live stream, so it is going to be the PM session, and I think PM session is also not a bad transaction, right? Yeah, the price action was it was so fucked up for me. Personally, I was not knowing what is market is doing. That's why. And also, if you check out the tape reading, I used to do the great tape reading previously, but because of some days and weeks, I don't have a good opening also, like always getting into the loss. That's why. So we are going to see how the price is going to trade inside this fair value gap. This is the 15-minute fair value gap again, and we will see bearish fair value gap. How was your AM session, guys? Did you took any trade today? Yes, we are in a discount, but most likely price should take out this low, okay? Monday low, so we are just looking for this low. 11 o'clock low. This is the AM session low also. That's why. And we also started the session. The PM session is starting at 13:30. Do you prefer more PM or the AM session? Siddharth, if you are looking for the slow price action and also the stable, then you should go for the PM session. Yes, Raj, I record my loss, but you should not trade the first 30 minutes of AM session. The AM session is going to be really fast. You're not going to have the slow price action in the first 30 minutes. If you see this price action is really fast. If you don't know what you wanted to do, you can get caught in this price action. Over here also, if you know that price is going to go for this low, then only you can frame the setup for this low. Otherwise, it is going to be really hard to trade this thing. The PM session is also, it is same as thing, like if you have a bias, okay, if you know that okay, we are going to go for this high or this low, and if you see the signature, then only you should trade the PM session. But PM session is slow as compared to AM session. If you want to have the fast price action, you just want to scalp the 50 points, you can literally hit your target in a 5 minutes. If you see, we just have a 1 2 3 4 to 5 candles, and price has traveled almost like 46 points. That's why. So let's see how the fair value gap is respecting or not. Okay, yes, I'm going to frame the PM session same as the AM session. Okay, and I'm going to look for the liquidity in RTH again, because you're going to see the RTH liquidities is holding the more importance as compared to the ETH liquidities. You can see after taking out this buy side liquidity how the price has reacted, and everyone is everyone was looking for this high, okay, the previously high, yeah, or the another high, but market did not reach that thing. But yeah, you should focus on RTH liquidities and see what the price is doing. So on RTH we only have this liquidity pending, 26,569, and it was the yesterday's low also. That's why. This fair value gap is going to be important because I have shared the music. I don't know what is the name of music, Siddharth, but it is the non-copyrighted one, and I will share it again on my Discord, or you can DM me and I will share the music file to you. I use the OBS only, the old version of OBS, not using the Streamlab, but using the OBS only. So most likely we have flipped this gap, okay? So let's wait for the closure and we are going to get an answer only. What happened? We was having any news today? If price is going to push, it is either it is going to push for the higher. I don't know what is happening again. Guys, whenever I do the live stream, price always have the big candles in a one shot. It is going to have like an 70 to 80 points or even 100 points. This alone 2-minute candle was most likely the price is going for this high. Yeah, someone just bought heavy over here. So let's see how the market maker model is going to be in this fair value gap. This one was the mitigation block, and this is the IFVG again, 15-minute IFVG. We have news, I think. Let me check what is the news. We was not having any important news, so most likely the Trump has said something. Let me check it. So earlier today I took the two trades, both ended CTC. First trade, first after the 1 to 2 in London, and second after 1 to 3 in AM session. Long book to some partial was looking for the pre-market high. So always remember, okay, you should always book something, always 70 to 80% of times. You're always going to look for these highs and lows for the liquidity in AM session. Okay, so if you check out, we have taken out the yesterday's AM session high, 1 2 3, just 3-day look back. Today Tuesday was the first day, Monday was the second day, and the Friday was the third day. So this high was holding the importance for the liquidity also, and that's why after taking out this liquidity, the market has done the manipulation, the major manipulation. And the pre-market, we don't did the 1 minute. Okay, so pre-market we did not did the manipulation to the upper side. Okay, and once we flip this gap on a 5-minute, so we was having some kind of confirmation. Okay, the price is going to go for this low and this low, and you can look for the session liquidities like in 1330. Okay, so this was the yesterday's PM session low, and you can see after taking out this liquidity how the market goes to the discount, premium, fair value gap, and again the distribution to the downside. So that's why I was looking for this low, but market never given any chance, and now the market is pushing higher again for this equal highs. And we was having a news, it was from the JD Vance. He said something and we got a reaction. You can see this kind of market, we are just getting the big reactions, and this IFG is holding something. Yeah, we have flipped this gap, we got a reaction one time, second time, so this fair value gap is holding importance, and most likely we are going to get a reaction from this IFG and goes to this equal highs, this buy side liquidity. we do have the 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap 1 of 5 minute. So let's see this 5 minute fair value gap, and plus we have the mitigation block. This one was the upper portion of this fair value gap. So if price is going to come to this area and have a reaction for the continuation to the buy side, so this can be the draw, because we have taken out the we have completely flipped this gap with a strong candle with a displacement. And this is the lunch hour high, the 12 o'clock, and this equal highs again. Let's see. This fair value gap is going to decide the future of this equal highs. Hello. Hello. Yep. I also changed my gym schedule, so I used to go to the evening, and previously I used to go like at 7 o'clock, but now I'm going to go to the gym at I think 9 o'clock. We got the good reaction from this FEG. Okay. This refine FEG, you can see. we do have this fair value gap. So once we flip this area, then easily we can look for this high as a draw on liquidity and this high. We are getting a reaction from this 5-minute FEG. We are closing above the 50% of this FEG. Yeah. Yeah, I have traded the Indian market and I was unprofitable over there. You cannot become a profitable while if you're doing the option buying over there. That market is for the option sellers only. This is what I think, because market is doing the big gap up and give big gap down, and 70 to 80% of the time the Indian market is having the consolidation only. That's why I took a trade pro game and have a 1 hour, and also I have shared that trade on Discord and already given the bias beforehand. So you guys are not going to do any complaints that okay, I have not shared anything. This is going to be the short-term high, and this is the session liquidity. This is the 12 o'clock high, this high, this one. We are looking for a 5-minute, and we are getting somewhat the reaction from this 5-minute FEG, and on a 1 minute we refine that 5-minute FEG to the 1 minute, and you can see the after tapping to that area how the price is reacting. We still don't have any displacement to the upper side over here. We just got the reaction, and let's see. If price is truly bullish, okay, price shall not trade below this area. If the price is doing it, then we are going to have the slow price action, and again it will take out this high slowly. If we inverted this fair value, if we inverted this like then only. We are closing below this FEG, and that is the first red signal for the buyers. Yeah, Rishabh, you can look for that. The main thing is how the price is reacting at this level. Someone has done the heavy selling over here. We are also opening the new 14-hour candle, the 2 o'clock candle. So it is going to be interesting how the price is going to trade at this level. We are taking the resistance from this FVG, this one. From this FVG only we got inverted and have the reaction from one time, second time, and third time. The first reaction we got for the buy. This is where I took a long, okay, after taking out the Asia low. And once we flip this gap, then price is taking the heavy resistance from this same gap, and you can see how the price is reacting after tapping out this high. We need a more data to have to take a decision again. Let's see for the 4-hour candle for the 2 o'clock one. You took any trade now? No, I have not took any trade right now. Took a one trade on AM session. just open up the 2 o'clock candle, so this high can be suspicious, but this candle also don't have any wick, so be careful. We should stay above this high only. Okay, we flip this gap, we had a stop run inside the 5-minute FEG. The only one thing is bad about this candle, that we just open up the 4-hour candle and we don't have any wick on this. If you check the 15-minute candle, you're going to see there is no wick. This kind of candles, those are the dangerous one. Over here it worked, but other than this, but yeah, you can look for the small risk for this IFUG and the breaker one. That is not a strong breaker with a displacement, but yeah, this is the nearest draw on liquidity. It should be the nearest draw on liquidity, this high, and the PM session, this high, the lunch hour high, 12 o'clock to 1:30. Price should close the body above these highs, okay, these highs, and then we can free to rally to this high and also the 26,783. This fair value gap is going to tell us how this candle is going to be. You can see we don't have any wick, right? That's why we need a more confirmation before taking out any decisions. This fair value gap. I will just mark down this as an blue box. we are not really closing the body above this wick. You can see we just have the wick closing, but there is no body closing above this candle. Uh, I will wait till how the price is reacting, and Raj, most likely 20 to 30 minutes. Williams, because I have to focus on my trading on an AM session, but for the PM session I'm doing for the people those who really need me and they wanna trade the PM session because of their jobs. And I also have promised to my community that I'm going to do the live trading or the live sessions every day. That's why there are the multiple reasons. AM session needs the more focus because the price action is really fast and you cannot trade the AM session if you don't have a proper focus. That's why. If we close the body below this, then it will continue to this low. Because right now we are not even closing the body above this high. That's why we cannot consider this as a market structure shift or any other thing. We just open up the 14 o'clock candle and we still have the bearish fair value gap over here. If you consider this as a bearish fair value gap, this one, this bullish one, okay, 15-minute one, then most likely we are closing below this and it is going to fail most likely, and it can go to this low and we can have the full closure over here. We still don't have a closure to this high. That's the thing. We are stuck in a two different PD arrays right now. Otherwise it will be the zigzag again, because we was having the news on this candle, the 1338 one. And yeah, no, I'm not in a trade right now, just checking. If price is showing us, then we can go for the lunch high. That can be the good target for the PM session at least. This FG. We are stuck in this PD array again. These are the two fair value gaps over here. So we have this fair value gap. That's why I marked down this whole area. One 36. It was the good long. Oh yeah, yeah. And at this candle, we was having the news, and price hit directly to this high. Again, what the fuck happened? What? Oh my god, what happened? I don't know. Wait, let me check the news again. And this is insane. I don't know. I think there was news again, but I can't see any news on a forex factory. I don't think so anything is going to happen. Okay, if we flip this gap, this area also, most likely the market is going to target this low and the previous day low, the Monday low also. So you can look for those things. Right now we have something like a news is going on. Trump is speaking or something is happening, and because of this thing we have this big candle, and again we have this candle almost 100 points. I will not like to trade in this condition, so you can take a break and you can look for the tomorrow as an opportunity instead of blowing the accounts in this range again. So thank you guys for being into the live stream, and right now the EAT has the great offers. If you're going to buy any account, you can look for the EAT accounts. Yeah, today's PM. Yeah, it is a low probability, and those who are buying the accounts with my code, you can claim the discount from my website. Past 5 years 100k account. Raj, that is really great, because if you are passing the 5 years account and if you have the 100k account, basically you have the $10,000 account, because you have the $10,000 DD on that account, right? You can literally take a 5% and you can have a payout of 4,800 something or 4,500. GG bro, Raj, congratulations bro. I'm really happy for you. Take a payout and you know, build the real estate. This is what I can say. But guys, you can stop trading right now, because we have the news and we have getting this big candles and anything can happen. But if still you wanna trade, if the market is still respecting this fair value gap, then you can look for the internal to external setup, and this should be the target for the external setup. Okay, so stay safe guys, and no gamble. Bye bye. GG.